What's up, gays, straights, and other things? It's Mally. I'm back with another episode of Lady in Mystery. Yes, somehow we are still not done with this game because we have a bunch of endings that we need to unlock before we get to Omake number 2, which the meaning of I didn't look up, so I still don't know what it means. But if it's anything like the first one, I am excited and I need to unlock it. I need it in my life. And I may or may not be stalling for another video that I have planned because, believe it or not, this is not going to be the last video either. No. And I debated bringing this up at all, but it'll give me incentive to do it. I have a big overall review for this game planned because I feel like not everyone's going to sit through over 50 parts now. And it'll also give me some space to delve into more of my deeper thoughts about the game and about each route and about characters and stuff, because I know I do that a little bit at the end of each episode, but I never really go in depth. And I don't know, just it's an idea that I've been excited about for a while, so that is coming. Hopefully. Anyway, now that long ass intro is somewhat out of the way, let's get back into this video. So, this episode, we are going to unlock the rest of the endings that I haven't unlocked by accident already. Full disclosure, I do have a guide pulled up. I will link it in the description. We have 20 endings left. 20! And I'm sorry, but I am not going to sit here and try and guess how to unlock the rest of these 20 endings. So I have a guide pulled up to help us along the way. And depending on how long all that shit takes, we will also have the Omake number 2 at the very end. So stick around for that. I'll try to timestamp the ending as well. So the first ending we have to unlock is number 1. Okay, here we are confronting Mr. Secret Gay Lovers, which if you've been here from the start, you know what that means. Apparently, we have to pick a desperate prayer by someone. A desperate prayer by someone. Unlock ending 1, please. What? What are you talking about? It's the power of devout prayer that makes everything happen in this world. Heh. Everyone was freaking out by my shocking statement. It's hard to believe, but it is the truth. This better get me ending 1, because what? I took out the brush from my pocket and put it out in front of everyone. Then I pulled out 2 amulets. Yeah, we've seen this part. We have seen this part already. I'm going to prove the power of the prayer now. Wait, we haven't seen that part. Bring me a straw cutter. Let me prove the miracle to you. What am I on? Everyone's eyes were filled with fear and half in doubt. Then I started dancing on the straw cutter with a streak of a tear running down my cheek. What? Ah! So that was the story of how I became a shaman detective. Now I found peace with Wusung, who was the son of a great shaman, and Juhi, who later became my successor to the next shaman. Why is Juhi my successor? A good name changes the fortune. What? Naming of people or companies, marital compatibility, choosing one between options, and 4 last names. You can consult anything with us. What? Oh my god. That's ending number 1. We all become shamans. Good. 1 down, 19 to go. Yurun watches over us is where we get ending 5. Oh no. Oh no. Not the love of my life. Not the only woman I'm a slut for here. Oh god. Dance. Okay. Apparently to get ending 5, we gotta turn to Leader Kang after trying to force myself to dance. Aw, he usually doesn't want to dance. Okay, baby, what is it? Leader Kang. Leader Kang. When I looked at Leader Kang with pleading... Where did this fucking harpsichord come from? Okay. Well, it is quite romantic, and I do feel quite romantic towards you, so I guess I'm not complaining. When I looked at Leader Kang with pleading eyes, she came forward, getting mad right away. You bastards! How dare you want another chance to make an excuse after deceiving me? Get that Kim Duck suit to the storage right away and lock him in. And you guys will be waiting for my order at your room. Oh, an innocent man might be dying. But she's so hot and powerful that I don't care.
Simp.
With Leader Kang's words, the situation has been sorted out quickly. Yeah. The librarian Kim Duck-soo was dragged out of the ward with his mouth covered, and the rest of the servants scattered to their rooms shuddering with fear. But people's eyes seem really cold towards me. Whatever, I don't care, your eyes don't matter. I only care about one pair of eyes, and they're the color of butterscotch candy. Distrusting eyes in the awkward air, whatever. Anything to be back with Leader Kang, okay? It was that day we completely lost our clients. Oh. Whoops. Juhi got pissed off and left. Fair. And Woo-sung and I started wandering around the underpass. It was right before the winter came when Leader Kang showed up again. Is this our happy ending? Is this when I finally get to be happy with the love of my life? I was shivering with a severe cold wave and Leader Kang gave me a warm smile before me. Ah! Wait, is it? Is it? The leader took my hand without hesitation even though I became a beggar. Aww! Look at us, we're so cute! I mean, I'm a beggar, but shut up! You must have had a hard time. What happened to you? Let's go to my place. Yes, please. You can come and take a bath with warm water, and you can use my bed. Well, don't mind if I do. What about Woo-sung? I mean, I'll pretend to care, but what about that? He can come with us and use the other room. I didn't understand why Woo-sung had to use another room and why I had to use Leader Kang's bed after taking a bath, but I couldn't think of anything because I was too cold to think. I just shed the tears of gratitude. Marry me? Marry me? Ending 5, no money. I mean, it was close to a cute happily ever after. I like that one. That one makes me happy. We may have lost everything, but we gained the love of our life. So I like that one. More of that, please. Okay, ending 6 gets found in episode 7, so let's go through that. We're doing the begging thing, and we're not gonna follow Leader Kang for some reason. I want to be with you, though. I won't follow Leader Kang no matter what, because I'm a fucking moron. I don't know why, but I don't want to. Thank you, Hisu, for being somewhat sensible. Like, why? Why would you not do that? Like, whatever, but for the sake of getting ending 6, I guess we'll do it. I'll just figure out my life on my own, however dangerous it might be. Oh, am I gonna break her heart? Baby. As soon as I made up my mind, I could feel the courage fill in my body. You go on your way. I'm going my way. The fuck is this dialogue? Oh, baby. Suddenly I felt like I could even unite the whole world. What? If LGBTQ jumps off the roof, I can beat him up with my fist. If Juhi picks a fight on me, I can hold her back with my vigor. And I can shout really loud and Chumo. What is wrong with me? Okay. Leader Kang just looked at me, turning my back and heading to the tavern briskly. I looked back once on the way. Leader Kang gave me a bit of a sad smile when I caught her eyes. Wait, no, I changed my mind. Come back. And that made me even braver. What? I felt like my legs got twice stronger. No! Ilji stopped following me. Maybe he felt my shit-ass energy. I walked straight to the dark road. This is so fucking loud. Since the summer is coming, the air is getting moist. Shut up. I had to depend on the moonlight when I walked at night. Maybe I should have gotten a torch from her. No, because then we would have never left her. Then I had the chill on my back. Okay. Suddenly the air around me felt different. I stopped at the crossroads. Whack. Who's hitting me? A spark came from the back of my head. What? We got the wanted poster thief. Oh, that's right, I did that. It's him. I fainted hearing all the policemen running towards me. After several days, I came to this other world from the hit on my head that day. Am I dead? They should have just arrested me for the wanted poster thief, but they hit me on the wrong spot with that six-sided club. So I died right away. I'm dead! When Hisu parted his hair and showed the spot, the crowd reacted with impression. This is the road heading the way to the crossbar, where you have to keep reflecting what you've done in your past life on yourself. So the afterlife? Hisu is the... Wait. Okay, I'm not sure. Is the 24601 a Les Mis reference? Because my musical theater brain wants to say that's Les Mis, because that's Jean Valjean's number. Well, regardless, cool. I'm that number on the waiting list for revival. Wait, what? It's gonna be my turn soon. And when I sat down in the chair, the king of the underworld, I am in the underworld, started popping up what he did in his past life in the air. Your sins are mostly related to your love life. Shut the fuck up. I know. Okay, I fucking know. What? I thought my sin was to get the money from people for helping them. That's nothing. After about 200 years, that's gonna be a normal job. Anyway, tell me how bad and sorry you feel about them looking at their faces now. Why do I feel sorry for them? You played quintuple, not even double. Wait, what? What? What is that? Let's talk about... You're kidding. Let's talk about Kim Woo-sung first. You knew Kim Woo-sung had a feeling for you. That is not my responsibility. Okay? The feelings of others, like the romantic feelings of others, are not my responsibility. I don't have to reciprocate. You've been living with him and protected by him, and all these times you never noticed that he likes you? He's my brother! You're a detective. It doesn't make sense that you didn't notice. There's a lot of plot holes in this game, okay? Shut up. I kind of knew a little, but we're not lovers anyway. And that's just 1, not 5. How is that playing quintuple? Next, Shim Juhi. You live with a girl who likes women. Yes. So you must have had an indecent desire. What? She had money at first, but you still stayed in the same room with her. How presumptuous. What? You were hitting on her unconsciously. What? You tried to ruin her Yangbang life and made her live with you. I didn't make her. She blackmailed me. And finally, Shim Juhi started getting weird lately. She's always weird. No, I might be attractive, but I didn't mean it. Wow, Hisu, your self-esteem is higher than mine. Also, you got gifts that are worth about 100 yang from Leader Kang, exchanging love letters, but you never rejected her. I love her. I tried to be with her. But you were like, no, let's kill her instead. Let's kill both of you. Fuck you, Underworld. You even treated her nicer. Because I love her. What the fuck? If this isn't what people call playing the field later, what is? I hate you. Huh? Also, you hung the gift you got from Dama on the spot where she can see and hit on her by teaching her how to smile. That's not hitting on her. That's just being nice. What kind of nice guy... Is the king of the underworld a nice guy? Am I dealing with a Reddit nice guy right now? What the fuck? You even enjoyed the sexual tension between you and lgbtqgame. There was no sexual tension. None! You even enjoyed the sexual tension between you and lgbtqgame right before you died in exchange. No! What is wrong with you? That's not all. What? You don't care about little... Makwa is a child. You kept sticking to her so close and showed affection. Because she's my baby sister. You are a nice guy. What the fuck? No, I didn't. And please erase the phrase that might be contrary to the laws and regulations. Oh, so you know that it's gross, but you're saying it anyway. Why? All the characters in this story are adults over 20, so please don't misunderstand it while you enjoy this game. Makwa is not over 20. You cannot look at Makwa and tell me that she is over 20. You are so full of shit. No, this is like the disclaimer at the beginning of Doki Doki Literature Club, okay? I know, pulling in another game crossover the fucking century, but the disclaimer at the beginning of that was like, everyone's 18, so you know, it's not fucking weird. But the thing is, they're in high school. The only people that are 18 in high school are seniors. And they say like Natsuki's like a second year or something. This is the same. Only so much worse! Shut the fuck up, Hisu. And even so, there was nothing going on between me and that little Makwa. I never said there was. Makwa is a baby. You're trying to ruin my reputation. You're the one that included her as an option for Juhi. Who cares? You're gonna have to be in this hell forever. Because like all the other characters in this game does, I, the scary king of the underworld, have a crush on... I'm gay! Not gonna happen! A streak of tears ran down the king's cheek. Oh, boo. Send me to hell. Send me to fucking hell. Get away from me. And actually, I'm a woman too. What? I got an achievement for that femme fatale. You're a woman too? Okay. I guess that sort of puts you back in the running, but I don't know you well enough. Since I'm in this game. What is happening? You gonna let me see you? You look just like me. The world doesn't leave me alone. Ending 6. Yeah, the world doesn't leave me alone. What the fuck was that? Okay, number 8. Okay, to get ending number 8, at this point, we are solving the case of who poisoned the dude's dad or whatever. Something. It's the case on Leader Kang's route with the cup and shit. On this one, you need to keep calculating instead of just stopping, so it's quite easy to compare those weights. They only switch the bottom, so when we compare the whole weights and the weights of the bottom, we can see that this was made of lead by this equation. I'm already getting dizzy. Hisu, shut up. I said it's fine. According to newly revised standards, 610 lumps of chosen lead are the same weight as 1134 lumps of tin. To be exact, lead is heavier with... I'm not reading that number. Please stop it, brother. You know who could shut me up, like, right now? Leader Kang. You know, I'm just saying. The bottom of the cup is a circle. Oh my god, shut the fuck up. So let me measure the reference area first. If we refer to differential calculus from basic mathematics and multiplication... Mr. Hisu, shut the fuck up! When you calculate the area of a circle, the circular constant is 3.pi. So, after measuring the cup's weight with this scale and divide this weight with that weight, it's so easy, right? I'm a nerd. It was too late when I realized that everyone who was listening to me was throwing up. What? Even after that, I couldn't control myself in a few more cases. People ended up getting tired of me and there was no more requests ever since. Father, are you watching? God, are you watching? I think I really am your daughter, a fucking nerd. I can't stop calculating. I keep thinking of mathematics once every 5 minutes. So it's 12 times an hour. Oh, shut the hell up. Then I'm thinking of mathematics about 288 times a day. There will be leap months in June and July this year, so I'll be thinking of mathematics 109,728 times this year. Given that I have about 50 more years to live, I'll be missing you, thinking of mathematics about 5,365,200 more times. Because if you calculate the average, I'm sitting in Shanghuso alone and reading a mathematics book again. I don't know why the tears are falling from my eyes. Ending 8, the number devil. So you got an ending for being a fucking nerd. Good. What's the next one? Okay, that's everything for page 1 of 5. Oh, here's page 2. Okay, ending number 9. Here we go, which is also on Yoren's route, so... Let's fucking go. Okay, I guess we're not going into Leader Kang's bedroom, which again, stupid, but okay. Let's not get into the room. But I want my kiss. No matter how curious I am, it's rude to search through other people's rooms without permission. My parents taught me very, very well when I was little, and I was developing patience, consideration, and respect towards other people. Have you seen yourself along these routes? No, you have not. So I didn't even think about it twice and just went straight back to my place. What? On the way home was quite lonely and long, but somehow I felt so proud of myself for making the right choice. Sure. And then, I finally got to know what it's really like to be patient. Wait, what? Kim Hee-soo, currently living in Hanyang, 7 years in mind training. What? At first, I started my mind training with light meditation. I got to be able to put up with more and more things every day, and then last year, I finally completed my 7 years of practicing Zen facing the wall. All the previous problems I had on my body were all cured at once. How come I didn't know Sakita Nirvana and... in my hand before? Now I have thousands of people coming to see me. Maitreya, it's time for your daily sermon. Tell them to wait longer. Woo-sung and Juhi saw my mild smile and nodded, also with mild faces. I've ruined them too? No! Patience became a belief beyond my daily life, and it became a great tool to save people in the world. That day when I resisted my urge in front of Leader Kang's room, it opened the new door in my life. This is what virginity gets you? When I think about it now, that door was minor, but the source of great realization like Wanhyo and the water in the skull. As the river only flows in one way, you can't turn back in life once you live through. This sucks. You can buy something fake with money, but you can't buy virtue with money. Yes, you can. Always keep that in mind, everyone. And always spread mercy to the world. Okay, never mind. I hate this one more. I hate this one more than making Hisu into a fucking Mary Sue in ending 6. Alright, let's try telling her everything I know, because I didn't get to do that last time. Let's tell Clerk Park's friend everything. I closed my eyes tightly. I had no choice. Whatever it takes, I should tell Hongryun everything I know. That's my decision for a person who asked for my help. Listen to me carefully. I'm only going to say it once. Then my voice started to shake too. Clerk Park might not be a Naju. Well, he isn't. Then where is he now? I don't have any evidence to find out where he is. Also, I don't know who made him not be able to arrive at Naju and why. Hongryun would have expected to hear something like this, but now that she actually heard it, she kept shaking her head as if she couldn't believe it. Then why do you say Clerk Park is not in Naju? You don't even know who did it. Because I found out that the letter he sent to his family was fake. That was definitely his handwriting, but it wasn't the letter from him to his family. Are we gonna get a sadder ending here? Is this our first sad ending? It was the letter he wrote for his servant to send to their family. That's why he was talking about a baby. There was some weird part in the letter. You read that too, right? What are you... Hongryun looked down with a flustered face and quickly closed her eyes. She kept biting her lips as if she was trying to recall the contents of the letter. I searched the names on Songbon records to find some evidence and found out the names of 3 servants who were on the ship with Clerk Park when he was on the ship to Naju. Also, I found out that one of them has a pregnant wife. I also found out that the servant didn't stay at Naju and just came back to Hanyang. So that servant who went with Clerk Park hurt him. Hongryun quickly asked and then stopped. If a servant from Songbong hurt Clerk Park, that wouldn't be the servant's individual decision. So it was Songbong's will and Songbong's decision. Hongryun exhaled short breaths in blank dismay and closed the box. Hongryun's face was hardened when she got up. But there's no evidence and there's no way that you can find out how many people are related and who gave the order in the first place. In conclusion, yes. Hongryun looked down on the ground devastated. Then after a while she looked up and laughed hollowly. I'm almost at the age of being an old woman, but I don't have a husband or a child. I've been practicing sword dance, singing, drawing, and writing my whole life. That was my life. There was nothing at all. My face is getting uglier and my voice is not like before, but I kept doing what I know how to do. I thought it's okay to do that. I thought it's okay to live like that. Hongryun pounded her chest and started crying. She shook her head, pouring out all the breath in her body over and over. She looked too exhausted to cry more, but she couldn't even look up, biting her lips. Someone kept saying he likes it and kept having an eye on me doing those things. So I didn't know until I reached this age. How stupid. What should I do now? Hongryun wiped her face with her hands and almost ran out of the yard without properly bowing. Hongryun bowed first so beautifully and elegantly when we first met, but now she was trudging on the ground that was not even a road. Oh. Wow. Okay, wait, we've seen this section before. Okay, we're gonna go slightly out of order here just because it's gonna be easy. We're gonna go to Leader Kang and get ending 11, and hopefully it's a happy ending with her. I'm just hoping at this point, because that just made me sad. Wow, okay. Hi. 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 I turned my steps. Leader Kang. I have to go to Leader Kang. Yeah, we've seen this bit before. Okay, here we go. This is new. When I arrived at the gate, the front of Songbong was somehow empty. Okay, that's different because Butler Shung is usually here. There was no gatekeeper when he was supposed to be. Also, the door to the west building was open a little. I carefully got inside. Leader Kang? My heart started to beat faster as I got worried that something might have happened to Songbong, or that people who came here the other day came again and broke the door or something. And when I turned the corner along the wall, I got startled and stopped. I wasn't sure what I was watching for a while. Leader Kang was holding a sword under the blue moon. She was holding her waist with another hand and she was bleeding as if she got stabbed. Wait, what? No! There were some servants and one bodyguard and an old errand servant, and there was a dead body in front of them. A dead woman in red and white clothes. Wait, what? Hongryun went back and murdered? What the fuck? It was Hongryun. Yeah, I gathered that. What? What the... The wind blew at the same time and the familiar box next to Hongryun's body opened its lid. With fluttering sound, Clerk Park's writings and Hongryun's paintings all flew towards me. The box I found for her and the papers I handed to her. Then I caught Leader Kang's eyes. Leader Kang's eyes got bigger. Mr. Hisu. Leader Kang was staggering but tried to walk towards me. She approached me before I could step back and run away. I'm not gonna run from you. I'm assuming this was self-defense. I fell backward, got up again, and shook my head. My eyes were filled with tears in seconds. The woman I just talked to until earlier this day was lying on the ground pale as ashes, and Leader Kang was walking towards me, holding a sword with blood on it with an awkward face. No, no. Don't come to me. Don't. I can explain. I'll explain everything to you. Don't! Don't come near me! Only after I screamed did Leader Kang just stood on the spot. Murderer. How should you do this? Do you just kill people like that whenever they are on your way? God, I hate this. I believe that there's no way you could kill a person. I believed it like an idiot. Then Leader Kang closed her eyes and frowned. What did you tell Hongryun, my lady? What did you tell her to make her come to my bed with this sword? Leader Kang was saying something to me, but I couldn't hear anything. I just kept regretting that I came to Songbong right away. I still had the letter complaint in my sleeve. I didn't even need to talk to her at all. I should have gone to the Poshung or the Ministry of Justice. I should have told them. I got fooled and came here like an idiot. I got fooled by Leader Kang's sweet lies and hustle and forgot my morals and came here instead. One time by finding out the suspect and made Clerk Park die, and now by telling the truth I made Hongryun die. I made them all die. It's all because of me. Not anyone else, but Leader Kang is killing everyone. Please. Please, please don't do this. You shouldn't try to hurt me when everyone's watching. When I turned around with her quiet pleading, I could see people around her first before her. They all wanted to kill me and hush me. They all looked at me with murderous eyes. I'm going to tell everything. I'm going to report this to the Poshung. I'm going to get stabbed, aren't I? As soon as I got up and started running, servants came running and grabbed me. And before Leader Kang could say anything, they hit me with bats or kicked me. How many times would they have done this together to be in cahoots so well like this? I covered my head, collapsing. Ah! And when I looked up, I saw Leader Kang standing against the light, holding a sword with both of her hands shaking. She was about to cry, and even though she was standing still, it felt like she was about to fall on me. But I wasn't even sure if I saw right. I am the master of this songbong. I can't just die for you. Don't you feel bad for all these hundreds of Songdo merchants surviving in Hanyang solely depending on me? Leader Kang's whisper was buried in the wind. What is that sound? Once the rock started to roll down the slope, it can't stop itself until it shatters. And the same goes for me. Please, don't forgive me. And the sword fell down on my body. My body started to get wet as if I was sinking under the water, and from the bones to my flesh, the pain that I can't ever get used to started to destroy my body. The wind never stopped. Ending 11, the room without a door. Okay, so this game does have bad endings and not just joke endings. Okay. I still maintain that that was self-defense. Like, yes, the end was fucked up, but this literally, okay, next ending. Oh, God. Perhaps we go straight to the Poshung for ending 10, yeah? I headed to the Poshung as I decided in the first place. Oy, that was heavy. But also doesn't surprise me with her character because we didn't really have time to, like, you know, fall in love like that to the point where it's like, I don't think she hit the point where she would, like, not be able to bring herself to kill me just yet. So it makes sense. Great. The Poshung was quiet and there wasn't even a gatekeeper. Come to think of it, why did Sayun do laundry at night? Why didn't I notice it? They were having training tomorrow. Then they won't be able to send people to investigate today. I turned around and headed to the Ministry of Justice. I needed to hurry to get my job done before the curfew. So I walked since then for a while. As I arrived at the back alley of Yukjo Street where nobody was here, I realized that it's weirdly too quiet around here. The wind has been blowing for a while. I should have been hearing the rustling sound from the trees, but at some point there was no rustling sound at all. Something's off. I stood there and looked around for a while. There was no one. Or maybe someone's hiding like they're not there. As I thought of that, I started to just run straight away. After running for a while, now I heard some sound that I shouldn't be hearing. Endless footsteps were ringing in my ears. It's not even 2 or 3 people. More than 10 people are chasing me right now. Who is it? Who's chasing me so persistently like this? Ugh! I ended up running right into a dead end. I felt like I could run away to the mountain if I could jump off the wall, so I started climbing up the mud wall that was taller than my height, but I wasn't capable of jumping off the wall. Someone grabbed the back of my neck before I could run away. My body flipped in a second and I almost got thrown down to the ground. I felt like my body was shattered. I could see dozens of big guys standing in front of me lying on the ground. They were all wearing masks and hiding their faces. After a while, they split into two sides like the water stream, and someone walked out from the middle. It was Leader Kang's old man, Zheng. Oh, what? I mean, yeah, he's been protective, and yeah, I guess it makes sense it's you, but oh, come on. Where do you think you're going, sir? I have to tell everything I know about Clark Park to the government office. I let him die like that. But Butler Zheng didn't seem to listen in the first place. Before I even finished my sentence, he was already giving signals to the people in the back. One of the servants raised his bat. Good choice, sir. You should keep your belief, but you'll never know the truth ever. I'm protecting what I need to protect. A pitch-dark shadow came at me above my head. With a loud thud, I fell on the ground and got the achievement Dangerous Life. Thanks. Okay, ending 10, Throne of the Body. Okay, message received. If you don't go along Leader Kang's true romance, you fucking die. Okay, so the next thing we got unlocked. Ending 12 is found on Juhi's route, so I will see you there. Okay, ending 12, here we go. So, we have an option as Juhi to either touch my face in my sleep, or hold it and not touch me. So hold it, bitch. I can't hold it. Why did I get the achievement Born This Way for that? She put her hands on his cheek. Oh. So she does it no matter what. Well then what the fuck, game? But nothing happened. When she opened her tight closed eyes, she could see Hisu's chest moving up and down, breathing. She could feel his breath on her palm, and she could still smell the powder. It was dark, but she could see how red his lips are and how dark his eyes are. I think we've seen this part already. Alright, here be the ladies that planned a murder by themselves, apparently, even though the real answer is abetted by themselves, but if we want ending 12, plan them by themselves. You planned it from the beginning all by yourself, because that makes sense. In this country chosen, we distinguish the main suspect and the accomplice, because the suspect and the accomplice are getting completely different punishment. And I think you are the main suspect in the case. Nansei, Budla, you kidnapped a guy. You planned it all by yourself. With this quick conclusion, everyone's eyes were at me. I didn't miss this opportunity and cornered those girls even more. Fuck. You kidnapped Lee So-ma. For what reason? No, we don't know anything or any reason. We just did what we were asked to do by some Yongbon, sir. Budla foamed at her mouth. Ew, you want a napkin? She denied so strongly that I got a little embarrassed, but I couldn't go back on my word when I declared it so confidently before. No, you really wanted to kidnap a guy randomly. Think about it, sir. Idiot. There's no reason we would kidnap a guy for ourselves. There is! You had your own reason! What is the reason we would do that? The reason is, well, the reason is... Right! I got it! You are as horny as wild They're children! You couldn't live without a guy! What are you talking about? The reason you had to kidnap a guy! That's so obvious! Right. You came home with the guy you kidnapped, turned off the light, and waited for that milky boy, everyone. To wake up. You were waiting, grabbing your underskirt. When he woke up, you took down his pants. Hisu, shut up. The air was hot, and it surrounded your body. Nansei opened her mouth first. I don't want the description. Hisu, shut up. Quiet, I haven't got a guy for 10 years. Just think of it as a one-night stand. He too started to rip his clothes off right away, and his pale butt and shaky thighs were showing. So you couldn't talk about the sex scene between Leader Kang and I? You could only imply it, but this is okay? Why are you like this? That warm and wet palm. That boy in a big guy's body shook his tied-up body and flustered himself with a situation he's never been in before in his life. As his scream got mixed up with his moaning, the air got hotter. His thighs, strong and pale as a rock, started shaking and his nervous body started to get wet. What is wrong with you? Because it was his first. You opened his shirt and put your nails on his chest. Hisu, stop talking. Why? It was that day I decided to pursue a new career. Yeah? We're gonna be a courtesan now? The talk of the town, hot controversy, mistress, farmhand, and a husband. Volume 2 is finally on the market. Let's welcome the author, Mr. Detective Kim Hee-soo. Well, your vulgar description is drawing a lot of attention again. What was on your mind when you wrote this book? Any advice for amateur authors who hope to be like you one day? No one should want to be like me. Ha! That's an interesting question. Anyone can be like me. I'm a whore. Just close your eyes and slowly wake up the scoundrel inside you. Scoundrel! And think what you want to do now. What do you really want? Female body. The worst part is you're a girl too. So this is... yeah, female. Boobs good, butt good. Is that what lesbians think like? Is that what you think we think like? Male body. No. Desire. Intercourse in coquettish voice. Sexual desire between a guy and a woman. A guy and a guy, or a woman and a woman. Well, at least you're inclusive. Wow, that's amazing. Now let me read some part of the book first. Please don't. Ooh, spicy. This description is so hardcore from the first page. Is he writing hardcore smut? One woman and two guys. Yeah, that happens. If you buy this radical book, you'll get a book of adult pictures from Quing for free. So sign the letter of the order right now. No. I'm now living happily writing adult novels. I still think sometimes that it's all thanks to Nancy and Boudla. They're kids. What is wrong with you? No, they're not all over 20. What the fuck is that? Ending 12, A Kiss for the Petals. The great thing about this guide is they don't tell you what happens, they just tell you how to get the ending, and they leave you the title. I thought A Kiss for the Petals was gonna be a cute little alternate with me and Juhi, but no. No, it's just me writing smut. Okay, next. I was just trying to progress to the next ending and I ended up in a fortune teller's alley. Alright, bonus content. How did I end up getting into a place like this? Then someone wearing a scholar's hat came out to greet me with open arms. A scholar's hat and white clothes? Yeah, that's what Hee-soo wore before. Someone's trying too hard to look like an intelligent guy. Oh. What? Oh, your dorky little face! Do you have a fucking paper bag on your head? I am the Guru Lee. Welcome, my guest. A guru? You look too young for that. I couldn't trust him, so I asked him again, but he didn't care at all. He looks like a she, though. Is this a Hee-soo situation? What are you talking about? I'm quite older than I look. Yeah, I have a baby face too, but I don't think that's the case for you. Anyway, first time here. I don't have a client today, so I'll tell your fortune for Toon Young, especially for you. You fucking rip-off artist. And I'm giving you a 90% discount for the first-time client. Juhi looked at him for a while and then gave him some coins sitting on a cushion. Then Guru Lee smiled brightly and took out a wooden panel. There are all the categories and prices written on that panel. Dream reading, palm reading, face reading. I almost read that as face writing. Mine's still in the gutter from the other ending. Compatibility between lovers, friends, a fortune for parents and children, the past and the future. It was written dazzlingly in blue and red. So, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. She didn't have a dream last night. She didn't want to show her palm to a stranger. And she didn't want to expose her parents' information as well. She's not sure how far this guru can figure out, but she didn't want to risk her family and identity exposed. Then, tell me about my fortune first. Juhi grabbed the brush and wrote down her date of birth in elegant cursive. The guru got surprised and looked up. You are from a wealthy family with a nice academic background. Cut the nonsense and just tell me my fortune. I love her. Let's see, just wait here. Let me get my perpetual calendar. The guru searched through the calendar for a while and wrote down something under the letters Juhi wrote, occasionally wetting the brush with his tongue. Then he slapped the desk. When she looked at the sidewall, there were 5 elements in different colors. Yellow for dirt, black for water, red for fire, white for gold, and blue for wood. Those seem incorrect, but okay. Gold! You are gold, and you are shin gold. There are 2 kinds of gold, lady. One is gyung gold, and the other is shin gold. Gyung gold is like cast iron, a very blunt and solid mass of iron. And shin gold is like a well-sharpened dagger, a pretty and sharp iron like jewelry or precious metal. And you are shin gold. Also, shin gold has beautiful women the most among 5 elements. You have a luxurious atmosphere, even in those plain clothes, because you are shin gold. You are jewelry and an edged tool. Did you just call Juhi a tool? I mean, your skin is pale and clean like gold, silver and jade, and transparent and soft like a glass bead. You are pretty and beautiful. Okay, anyone with eyes can see that, dumbass. Also, you are a woman of great self-respect and you care about the honor. No, she doesn't. And you are impatient and act before thinking first. You want to correct the erroneous systems or customs no matter the cost. In a relationship, you just cut off relation once you see a couple of mistakes of that person. You get easily bored being in a mediocre relationship. You don't really participate much. What the fuck kind of horoscope bullshit are you spewing right now? And you don't condone some vague and unclear behavior even if it's your family. In a word, you are an arrogant blade. And start calling her that now. Juhi the arrogant blade. Is that so? Let's get some more detail. If you were a guy, you would have been in a higher position in the government. Look here. There's this career fortune in your life. If you were a guy, you would have been at least a minister. This is quite a rare fortune. Nice fortune. But you are a woman, so it might be in your husband's luck. Juhi's gay. You have a really strong career fortune, so you are going to marry well if you do. Your husband is in a higher position. I would be at least a minister if I were a guy, and if I get married, I would marry well. Juhi thought of her father, who's a former minister, and the son of an interior minister who could have been her husband. Then she got worried about how good this young guru is. On the other hand, it sounded a little fake mentioning marrying well and stuff. I didn't get married. But this is odd. I mean, according to your fortune, you're going to marry well, but why is the presence of your husband so weak? This is contradictory. You saying women are weak? Fuck you. You are supposed to marry a guy who's in a higher position in the government, but I can't see the husband in your fortune. 'Cause he doesn't exist. 'Cause I want a wife. And I mean same, Juhi. Literally same. Then she felt like she got busted. Juhi snatched her fortune from the guru's hand. That's enough. Huh? Do you want me to read another fortune for you then? Oh, we have choices. Oh my god, we found so much new shit from this to load. Juhi and Hisu or question the guru's identity. I kind of want to ask about our compatibility because we are technically on our route. Well, you mentioned that you can tell the compatibility. Suddenly, she remembered Hisu's birthday. Oh, you remember my birthday? They were talking the other day and he happened to mention his date of birth and somehow Juhi memorized it. Juhi hesitated a while and then wrote down his date of birth and gave it to the guru. What's my compatibility with this guy? Right, compatibility is the beauty of fortune telling. And the bullshit. Let's see, is this the guy's fortune? Guru Lee laughed broadly and got his date of birth. Then he laughed with a frown on his face. Wow, this guy's fortune is quite something. Oh, here we fucking go. He has lots of fates like the fate of a vamp and itchy feet. My feet are fine! His fortune looks good overall. Well, the god of food is protecting him so he won't be starving. What? He is born with a characteristic of dirt. Thanks. Remember I told you that there are 2 kinds of gold? Likewise, there are 2 kinds of dirt as well. Why am I dirt? Moo dirt and key dirt. Moo dirt is like a giant mountain, like manure, a rugged and steep mountain of the deep forest. Key dirt is the warm land where people live, the land that's plain and has grains growing on it. This person is key dirt. Thanks. So he is basically warm and makes people comfortable. Yeah, and they like to make me uncomfortable. And there's a really big spot for himself on this fortune, which means he can carve his own way. Yeah, I know. Usually he empathizes well and he doesn't really push his opinion upon others. Yeah, he's not too stubborn. Yes, I am. He's credible and dutiful. That Kim Hisu? Warm and credible? I mean, in other words, he can be innocent but sneaky at the same time, and he might look naive, but there's some selfish side of him which makes him take what really matters. I tried to take Leader Kang, but apparently she didn't matter enough. Not pushing his opinion on others and not being stubborn means he's calculating inside. And the fateful vigor, I can see it. His fateful vigor is shin gold. What is going on?
What is fateful vigor? To put it simply, it's something that helps him in his fortune. So this guy is dirt. Stop calling me dirt. But holding gold on the side. The land that has jewelry in it. Sounds dazzling, right? If he was holding dull young gold, it would feel prudent even though that's also gold. But this guy is dirt, holding a pretty blade. So delicate. I don't think so. And since he's the land with jewelry in it, he likes to groom and show off.
What?
His personality is quite cute and sassy for a guy, right?
Don't call me cute.
Yes, that's so right.
Juhi clapped, forgetting that she doubted him just now.
I knew it. And he has the fate of a vamp, so it's going to be hard for him to behave while he's young.
What does that mean?
The fate of a vamp makes the relationship really complicated.
Because of all the blood sucking?
Even though he's not doing anything, girls are going to try to come onto him. And if no one comes onto him, then he's going to try to flirt with someone first.
You just explained how lesbians work, minus the part where we initiate things, because we usually don't. Because we usually don't think anyone's flirting with us, and then when people do flirt with us, we're kind of like, oh, is she flirting? Is she being nice? I'm going to assume she's being nice. And then anything just goes right over our heads. Thank you for explaining how gay people work. Well, gay women anyway.
His relationship is complicated in any way. Is this your lover? But once you get married or get stable, that fate dwindles a lot, so don't worry about it too much.
Yeah, it's called picking her out and sticking on it. I know.
I mean, you are shin gold and he's dirt who helps gold.
Stop calling me dirt!
So in conclusion, you two are very compatible.
Yeah, because I'm dirt.
According to the fortune, you need him more than he needs you.
Ouch, that's not going to go well.
You like him instinctively and you're going to pull him towards you unconsciously.
So it's all because of the fortune that I like him, huh? Do you have any amulet?
What kind of amulet?
An amulet that makes me hate him. That's right, because at this point she's trying to make it stop.
Huh? Why do you have to hate him?
No reason. I just hate him. Make an amulet for me, now. Guru got flustered by Juhi's obstinateness and started writing an amulet. He kept complaining that he's never made this kind of amulet, but he was doing his best making it to keep the client. While the guru was making an amulet, Juhi looked at all the boxes near him. It seemed like he's been having a lot of clients since there are lots of stuff categorized in the box. He even put names on some boxes that looked quite expensive. I guess they're regular clients. Then she saw familiar names. Kang Yuren, the leader of Songbon, leader of my heart, and other familiar names like Iljime and people from the Poshung. Juhi hesitated a little and reached her hand. What? Of course I'm gonna go for Leader Kang's box. Who do you think I am?
I know this person. Has she come here to hear her fortune?
When Juhi fluttered the paper, Guru Lee freaked out.
You can't see other people's fortune!
I know Kang Yuren. I know her so well. Is she compatible with me? Back off, Juhi. When Juhi called her name like nothing, Guru Lee gasped and then nodded consentingly.
Well, I'll let you know then if you know her. This leader of Songbong has 5 fate of wealth. She can't get enough money no matter how much money she gets. She can't be satisfied at all.
Oh, my sweet little ambitious girl.
She's gonna make money for the rest of her life. She's the best at taking what really matters to her.
Yeah, she tried to take me and we both died.
And she is fire.
Yeah, she is.
Not just the fire, but Zheng fire, which is extremely hot that it can melt everything down,
including my heart.
There are 2 kinds of fire as well. One is the glowing fire like the sun or the light, and the other one is just pure fire. This person is like fire itself, burning hot.
Yeah, she's smoking hot. Focus!
She burns everything around her.
Uh-huh. Oh my god, Mal.
Fire? How compatible is she with me? What do you think? You are a well-fine, pretty, luxurious blade or jewelry, right? What do you think is going to happen when it goes near the fire? Gold just melts down right away. Fire stimulates gold.
Oh.
You are totally incompatible.
Wait, stimuli is a good thing. Well, that explains a lot, I guess.
Also, a lot of people have hope and interest in her, but she feels lonely like a lighthouse standing alone in the open sea.
Does not surprise me, but I am the one that has captured her heart, and I hope that there is an ending where we can be happy together that doesn't involve her blow-drying my liver. Her drawback is that she won't give another chance once she started hating someone, even though that person tries to be nice to her later. So she's not compatible with you.
Yes, that is called a grudge, and I love her.
Then what about that key dirt guy asked before on Leader Kang's compatibility?
He's dirt holding a knife. It won't be that comfortable for him if his knife melts down near the fire. He'll always feel uncomfortable.
Disagree.
Compatibility between fire and dirt is not that bad actually, but if these two meet, the woman will tie the arms and legs of this guy.
So bondage. I don't have a problem with that.
The woman presses down the guy and makes him powerless.
And the complaint is what exactly? So Leader Kang and Jesus' compatibility is not that good then, huh? That's not what he said. Juhi nodded with a quite satisfied face. Oh, shut up. Then she looked at other boxes again. No, you know what? As incentive, since I'm covering all the endings, we're not going to open any more boxes. You open the boxes. What even is the point of reading other people's fortune? When Juhi retrieved her hand, Guru Lee gave her the amulet he just made with a proud face. See you again. No, you won't. Juhi left the shop as Guru Lee saw her off. That wasn't even an ending. That was just an unexpected detour. After getting out of the shop, went out to the street, Juhi took a deep breath. I didn't even know we could go in there. She felt kind of suffocated earlier, but now she felt like she could breathe again. She put her coat over her head and started walking again. After walking a while, she could sense some familiar and ominous energy. Oh, it's Leader Kang again. It's Leader Kang again. Hi. 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 Don't run away. Don't run away. Hi. 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 Juhi might not like our compatibility, but I do. Anyway, back to try to figure out ending 13. Okay, ending 13 for real this time. So this part, we're trying to figure out who Juhi has a crush on. Still Juhi's route. And we have the option to pick Jumo now, because we didn't pick her before, so Jumo? Yes, Jumo. We still have Jumo.
What do you mean I lost my mom to a girl?
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, Makwa. It just happened. Boo-hoo, how could you, my lady? I'm gonna kill myself.
Wait, what?
What do you mean kill yourself? You just have to get 2 mommies now.
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with that?
Now call me mom, would you?
Okay, don't make her do that right away, Juhi. I was standing there and thinking horrifying things when Juhi yawned next to me.
Let's go home already.
Come to think of it, she kept wanting to go back to the tavern soon. I got anxious all of a sudden. No matter how much I don't want to believe, if I can't find other possibilities, then the last option left is the answer. There was no other girl around her. Once I started worrying, I couldn't go back to the tavern. This is wrong. What punishment are we going to get when we die after doing this horrible thing to Mako? Wait, what? It's not a horrible thing. 2 moms is adorable, in fact. Miss Juhi.
Yes?
Let's hang around for a little more. Let's walk around the marketplace. And, alright, we should go out tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. We can hang outside the tavern every day.
Oh, don't worry about me. I won't do anything that bothers you. Being at home, eating rice soup, and sleeping in a room are my favorite things to do.
That's right, she's still bullshitting right now. What kind of lie is that? You said the other day that it makes you depressed and dizzy when you're just home all day. You said the rice soup tastes nasty and you don't want to be in the room, and you want to spend a lot of money.
Not anymore. Wouldn't it be the right thing to do to adjust my lifestyle to the people I live with?
Who are you and what have you done with Juhi? Juhi smiled and looked at me again. What is happening? Juhi likes Jumo so much that she wants to adjust to a lowly plebeian's life. That's why she's trying to eat rice soup she hated so much and sleep like a dead person. I got dizzy and closed my eyes. Then I told her in a serious voice, "Don't touch Jumo. Oh, leave her alone."
What?
I mean, I get it. Jumo is attractive. I haven't even seen Jumo. What? She's in her 30s, but her skin is still so smooth and her body language is quite professional and seducing. I'm gonna have to see Jumo. What the fuck? And she has bright eyes, which Makwa got from her, and her neck is long and her lips are scarlet. I'll take your word for it. But this is just wrong.
Well, now that you mention it, considering that she's been through a lot, she's a very beautiful woman.
And I get that she has a very big heart. She just pretends to be mad at us when we don't pay rent for months, but she never kicks us out. And she's quite sensitive.
You're right.
And I get that she's... 3 months later? I blame my flippant mouth for this. Juhi's crush was not Jumo and it was someone else. But ever since I told her about unnecessary things about Jumo for 2 hours, I sat there doing... Okay, yeah, I did do that to myself. 2 hours, come on. Juhi started to see Jumo differently. What was I thinking? I would never say that kind of thing if I can go back. And that was not it. I even continued for about a whole month about Jumo. What is wrong with you? I get that Jumo has a pretty face, but... I get that Jumo has a strong ability to maintain her livelihood and is sensitive at the same time, but... I get that Jumo looks gloomy and innocent at the same time when she frowns for a headache, but... Of course, I always concluded that it was wrong, but Juhi confessed through the letter on the day she left. Mr. Hisu, I actually didn't have a crush on Jumo at all, but you've been talking about Jumo for the whole month and I somehow got brainwashed. I started to find Jumo attractive. Yeah, cause that's how that works. I'm sorry, I'm going to leave somewhere far with Jumo and Makwa. I sold Junghuso because I needed some money for an elopement, but I won't sell the tavern, so that should do for you to live through somehow. Since Juhi sold our store for her elopement with Jumo, we don't have Junghuso anymore. Instead, all we have is this tavern and each other. Woo-sung, we have no choice but to sell alcohol, brother. Luckily, this is a nice spot, so the business will go well. I'm at least lucky that I have Woo-sung, who still remains positive. I have to sell alcohol from today. Is Makwa gonna be happy by now? She has 2 moms, she'll be fine. Is she gonna be twice as happy since she has 2 moms now? I wish the best for Makwa, but I don't know why tears of regret are flowing down my cheek. Yeah, cause this route we like Juhi apparently, so that's why. Ugh. Aw, that's actually cute. Ending 13, new love. Aw, that's actually quite adorable, even though I'm depressed. Okay, ending 14. We helped the beggars last time. We're not gonna help the beggars this time. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do ending 16, and then I'm gonna have to fucking call it, because jeez, this is so much. I just stood there until Woo-sung kicked all the beggars out. I could hear them roaring outside, but that didn't last long. Soon the door was slammed. Woo-sung panted and sat down on his seat. There was nothing wrong with that. Woo-sung and I are responsible for our times. Revenge is the only thing we want. Oh. 25 years later. Okay, good, it's a fast ending. I'm still trying so hard to solve the mystery of my father's death. I didn't know when I first closed down the store that 5 years was good enough for doing anything like revenge or anything else. Those years were the happiest days of my life, and this exhausting life is going to continue for 30 years. But if you couldn't get the man in 5 years, you wouldn't get him in 10 years either. I regret that I should have given up a little earlier, but I've already wasted too much time alone, so now I can't even give up at this point. When I think about it, it's been 24 years since Juhi went back home. Oh, Juhi left us. Oh no. It's been 23 years since Woo-sung suddenly had an accident and went missing. Oh, I'm completely alone. It's been 22 years since Sayoung got married, and it's been 20 years since that notorious Iljime got arrested. Okay, people are pairing off. Bad for Iljime, but good for Sayoung maybe? I hope you met someone that makes you happy. Only Leader Kang is living well, doing business as always. Oh. Well, that doesn't surprise me. And how long will I have to dream of revenge alone? Ending 14, irrevocable. Okay, so sad ending kind of, but also neutral because nothing like overtly bad happened that we saw. Okay, cool. Ending 16 then. Hopefully it's a little lighter because I want to end on a slightly happy note. Okay, so to get ending 16, you gotta go along and continue Juhi's route, thankfully. Hopefully this is the end of the angst. For now, anyway, I really want to end on a good note, so I will see you at ending 16. Okay, so now we are at the point where we could tell Juhi's guardian or whatever everything about me and appeal to his heart, and that's how you get the true ending, I believe. But we're not gonna tell him shit this time around because we want ending 16. Let's not tell him anything about me. I just happen to have this. You happen to have this and came to this house and happened to meet me here? Come to think of it, you happen to meet Juhi as well and now you're living with her. Mr. Song was frowning a little with a suspicious face. I could see how weird it sounds when I hear him saying something like that. Before long, Mr. Song determinedly nodded. It is what it is, right? Let me have that paper anyway. What? I think that will be really useful for me. Do I have to just give it to you right away? You are so full it's out. You can't utilize it properly anyway. I'll pay you enough. What was the name of the guy who wrote this? It's Jung Pyung-ho. Alright, that's enough. Okay, usually this only plays as an ending. What? The old man smiled comfortably and took that paper away from me. What? On the way home, I was holding a bunch of coins in my hand. It was the price of critical evidence. When a father-in-law of the king's brother raised a question, then there will be no way that Jung Pyung-ho would get away this time. It didn't feel real at all. What is this track? Is this really the end? Mr. Song wanted to talk to Juhi a little more, so he sent me and Woo-sung home first. When we came back to the tavern, I was sitting on the floor for a while. On Earth? The time has passed and it became dark, but Juhi still hasn't come back. After waiting for a while, some guy came and called me. Mr. Song wanted you to come again. Me? I got dubious and looked back, but Woo-sung wasn't on the floor. Well then, I'll go with my brother when he comes back. You have to come right now. We'll take your brother later, so let's just go with us now. I somehow had a bad feeling about this, so I hesitated and reluctantly followed them. I even thought that maybe Jung Pyung-ho is trying to lure me, but there's no way Jung Pyung-ho would mention Song Nyok-gyu's name and he wouldn't even know about this tavern. Did Joo-hee tell him where I live? When I was getting confused with all the thoughts, the guy suddenly reached his hand and covered my mouth. Tell the truth. Who sent you? Is it the king's stepmother? What were you plotting when you approached my master? Tell me who you work for. My master asked me to interrogate you. It's his order? You happen to have this and came to this house and happened to meet me here? Come to think of it, you happened to meet Joo-hee as well and now you're living with her. I should have known when Song Nyok-gyu was smiling with a doubtful face. That old man didn't trust me. Since when were you planning this? Since when were you using poor Joo-hee? No, it's not like, ugh! The guy hit the back of my head with the sword handle. You got a hold of the wrong end of the stick. If you just tell me the truth and tell me who you work for, you'll live. Otherwise, I have no intention to let you leave this place alive. I won't ask twice. How can I tell him who I work for when I work for no one? The king's stepmother? I've never even known her. Also, how could I ever work for someone who's on the same side as Jung Pyung-ho? It doesn't make sense even in a lie, really. I thought about lying for my life, but I just couldn't do it. I don't work for anybody, really. So I just told the truth and closed my eyes. I heard him pulling out the sword and the sword came through my neck. I fell down to the ground feeling burning pain on my neck. Ending 16, the girl who cried wolf. Okay. I was hoping for a more chill ending to end on. The heck? Well, that's page 2 completely filled out. Okay, well, I was hoping to end on a happier note, but I literally cannot go any further because I do have somewhere I need to be pretty soon-ish, and I've been going for almost 2 hours now. The video won't be 2 hours, hopefully, but I gotta stop, mate. So I guess we're gonna finish the rest of the endings and hopefully Omake number 2 next episode. So, yay for this series going on a bit longer. I'm sorry, I'm so tired. Well, thank you so much whoever happens to be watching this. Like, comment, subscribe. It really does help me out. Subscribe to see when the next set of endings come out and the bonus scene. Until next time, bye.